everyone. So, I haven't been live in a couple weeks, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, so I decided that it was time because I am trying to go to a campsite and I am stuck at a train and it is not moving. So, what better time than the present time to sit here and have a little live chit chat until the train moves? Could be a while. I've been here about 20 minutes already. Longest train I've ever waited on in my life, but I thought I would check in and see what everybody's up to. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. We're just chit-chatting and waiting on a train. Woohoo! So I wanted to talk to you guys about some of the things I've been up to, let you guys know what's going on in the future, and well, just say hi, check in, say what's up. This might be a short live, I don't know. Again, we're just gonna wait on the train. We're gonna give it time. A lot of people have gone past where we are, but this is what we're looking at, guys. This is a parking lot of train right now. Super fun. So you guys are on my little magnet mount, just hanging out and saying hi. Hey from Orlando, hello from Arizona. Hi everybody. So let's chit chat. I went up to Missouri and I checked out the gutted premiere. I have a video that'll be coming out pretty soon about it. I'm just trying to get everything edited and I've been on the road. It's been crazy. So yeah, I just was kind of like in this area and I'm meandering kind of through. Wanted to check out some free campsites, wanted to show you guys some cool stuff. And so on the channel in the future, you'll be seeing some new campsites, which are really fun. A crazy thing that happened between me and Lady Bug Out. And also you're going to be seeing the gutted premiere, what it kind of was like. I have a few more videos from the Branson area that are going to be coming out, super fun. And then I have some surprising stuff also. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been up here doing. I had a pretty lofty goal when I came from Texas this time of things I wanted to see, things I wanted to do, and I accomplished a lot of it. So I just kind of keep adding to the bucket list. I met some really cool people. In fact, today I met some really neat people in a town in Missouri that I was in. That was so neat. Just kind of had like a little throwback blast from the past moment there. But yeah, so off to our next adventures, right? Let me say hello to a few people here. Oh my goodness, hello from Australia. Oh my gosh, Ramona, I love trains too, except for this one. This train, I don't know what they're doing, to be real. I came over and there's like this little roundabout and then there's like the inlet for the train. It's not a big little spot, you know what I'm saying. It's not a big spot for them to have like for the roadway itself because of the way that they have the roundabout. So I made it over and all of a sudden the bars just came down and I was like, man, what poor timing I have. And then the train came and I thought, no big deal, no big deal. And then it just stopped. There's no way I can go around this because this is the only road that gets me to where I need to go unless I go like 60 miles out of my way. So there's that. Hi, Bunny. Hello, hello, hello. I know, it cut me off at the pass, absolutely. Let's see, it's always crazy when Dee and I are together, we're wild women. Maybe, I mean, we had a really fun time. I had a really good time with her at the premiere. I was able to sit up on her roof deck. Oh my gosh, guys, it is awesome. If you've seen her videos and you're wondering about it, yeah, everyone needs a roof deck, I'm just saying. And potentially there might be one in my future as well. We'll see. Hello, Terry. What are you doing today? Me and Ladybug are quite a team. I absolutely agree. We have a very good connection as friends. I'm so thankful every time that I get to see her because sometimes you just meet people in life and it makes sense. And whenever you're around them, you just have a really good connection and we can talk about anything and it's great. We could literally talk about this morsel and we'd have a blast doing it. So that's just kind of our friendship. We have a really good one. Very fortunate to have found such a good friend. And despite the fact that we have very different styles on the way that we do our channels, we have a very good connection beyond YouTube, which I think is what transcends all of it. Hello from Canada. Hi. Let's see. Let's talk about a few other things. What do I have coming up? That would be a good one. It says the train is probably switching out some cars and engine. Kick back and relax. Absolutely. I'm just hanging out. Although I will say, I do love to watch graffiti as it goes by on the trains because some of the artists are phenomenal. And one of the cars that's like 10 down, so it's just out of view. It was like a whole mural. It was beautiful. But yeah, let's talk about what's coming up in the future. So I have until the 1st to get back to Texas. After that, I have some projects that I'm going to be working on, and just like small things, not anything big, guys, don't worry. I'm not just like refurbing the whole van again. I'm going to be shooting some content though while I am back in Texas. I'm going to be there from the 1st until the 6th. And then I am heading out on the 7th, and I'm going to Colorado. A lot of you know I am a Mountain House ambassador, and so I love getting to participate in events with them. And so I'm going to be going to the GoPro games with Mountain House. So that's going to be super fun. I have a video that will be coming your way about the GoPro games. I may be doing a couple of other things while I'm up there. Just kind of excited about it. I'm excited to meet the other ambassadors and the team and just kind of get to see something different. Of course, as you guys know, I use GoPro products all the time. In fact, oh, there's someone walking. Ooh, 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 they're doing something over there. Whoop, whoop. Yes, that's good. But yeah, I have GoPros with me at any given time, so I'm always filming with those. And so the GoPro Games is going to be capitalizing on all of the cool action camera stuff that there is out there. And so I'm super, super excited to see what the Mountain Games have to offer. I looked up a few things so I could get an idea, and wow. That's all I have to say. There are some very talented people out there. So super excited about that. After that, I will be having a little time, just a tiny, tiny time in between that. And then I'll be going to Wind River, which is the Wind River Rally. That's going to be put on by the same group that did the Bisbee event that we went to, the Weird Wild West. They have tongue twisters in there. That's all I'm saying. So we're going to be going to do that also. And a lot of our friends are going to be converging in Wyoming for that event. So if you guys are looking for a fun thing, there's Riley. Go to Wind River because it's going to be super fun. It also is set up in a very cool way so that everyone can kind of have access to one another, but at the same time, tons of events around. And one of the things I really do like about how they have put together this particular series of events is that they use not only the aspect of just us being there and that being the whole thing and providing like entertainment, but they also like to get people to move out into the communities that those events are at. So that particular group is going to be doing Wind River, and they're also going to be doing Holy Toledo in July. So that is going to be in Oregon. So if you're in Oregon or you're near Wyoming, check out the Wind River Rally or Holy Toledo. Okay, guys? So I don't know if I'm going to make it to Holy Toledo, but I know a lot of people are. So that's what I'm going to be doing there. And then I'm going back to Texas again. From Wyoming to Texas, I have another quick turnaround. My dad is working on his van currently, and he is going to, I'm hoping, have it kind of up and going so that him and my mom can do something for their anniversary at the first part of July. If not, they are going to do something, so I still have to physically be at Texas. So gonna be there for like this long again, and then I get to up to the Pacific Northwest. So that's kind of what my plans are for up until at least August. I will be going to Texas, Colorado, Wyoming, Texas, Pacific Northwest. So you guys are going to get to see content from like all over the country, basically. Riley, I know it's going to be so fun. Riley is going to be experiencing the Pacific Northwest with me, of course. We're going to do some cool stuff. We've got some places that we definitely have to talk about going to. Can't wait to see your dad on the road and my mom on the road. Absolutely. I'm excited. I'm going to be doing some updates for you guys. Dad is working on a channel. He is filming some things, so yay. But while I am home, I'm going to introduce you to kind of some of his updates kind of in passing. I'm not going to go into lots of detail with them. I'm just going to show you kind of where he's at. And then also, I have a few things that I want to show you guys that are going to be in his van that I think you guys would like if you have a larger van. A lot of times whenever I show my van, I am small, so I have smaller items, but because he has more space, I'm going to do full-on product reviews for the things that he's putting in so that you guys can actually physically see what it is and know how much power things take and stuff like that. So some cool stuff. And oh my gosh, guys, I'm adding 2 things to my van that when you see them, you will be like, what? I just have to figure out how to like do all that. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on with me over the next until at least August. Other than that, I'm trying to get ahead a little bit because part of the problem with going to Pacific Northwest is the last time I was up there, I had AT&T. Guess what, guys? Something hasn't changed. I still have AT&T. And I want to kind of be removed. I want to be out in the middle of nowhere. I want to be in the middle of the wilderness just enjoying myself. And so I'm trying to get a bit ahead on my videos so I don't have to feel rushed to upload or to go into town to film. I do have a booster now that's also going to help, but just in case, I just kind of want to make sure that I'm able to show you guys where I'm at, what I'm doing, but also just take those moments for myself too. Let's see. We're going to be buzzing like bees. Absolutely. Pretty much. We just kind of do that anyway. It's going to be super fun though, because in the Pacific Northwest, we have several of our friends we haven't seen since Schoolypalooza. Dawn is up there. She is doing her Shakespeare Festival. If you don't follow Dawn's channel, it's the Dawn of Van Life. She is super awesome. I love her to death. She is so fun. And you're just in her presence and you can't help but smile. It's just, she's contagious. Like, oh my gosh, just so much energy. And so I really want to not only just go see her, but I want to go see the Shakespeare that she's been working on. I'm a theater person, so yes, of course. And then also, you guys remember Casey and Rico, they're up in Oregon, so I'm hoping to go see them as well. She's actually working on a goat farm, so I'm hoping I can do a little goat video. Oh my gosh, can you imagine holding a little goat? And then Gina is going to be up there also. Well, she lives up there, so I'm going to go and see Gina, and Gina of course has a channel too. So I'm just hoping to kind of go see all those people, and then of course just do other things. Like, I have some family up there. I probably won't do a video with my family because, you know, not everybody wants to be on film, but I love seeing my family up there. They're so awesome. Last time I went up to that area, I spent a couple of days at their home, and I just felt just like so happy because I hadn't gotten to see them since I was younger, and so it was super cool, and they're just amazing. So those are kind of my plans for that. I want to go to the rainforest again. I miss it. I love it. It's so green. It's like a different kind of green. I want to go, and I went to see Olympic National Park. It's one of my favorite national parks. It's one of those places that I went and it knocked my breath away. Like, oh, wow. I want to see snow on the top of the mountains in the distance. I love it. I want to see it from a distance though. I don't want to be in it. I want to see the ocean. All the things that bring me joy that I'm going to be able to do, I'm just really excited to be able to share those with you guys. So that's what I'm kind of hoping to do. I'm entitled to some oh, no. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We do not take time off. I just get ahead enough where I don't have to worry about being as rapid. Riley, we are not going to go to the snow on the mountains. I do not want to slide down the mountain again. It was not fun. Let's see. Goats are fun to get to know. Absolutely. And oh my gosh. So we have a little group chat, and in our group chat, occasionally Casey posts some little goats, and anytime they have little goat babies, I'm like, oh my gosh, I just want to hold them and love them and squeeze them. Not necessarily squeeze them, but like, you know. So yeah, maybe some goat babies. Cape Flattery, I have been there. It is magical. It is beautiful. I'm hoping to go back so that I can do a better video though. A lot of the Pacific Northwest I did when I was very early in my channel, and so the videos, looking back on them, I'm like, I need to do different. So I want to go and give it the justice it deserves, go explore some of the historic sites, but show the beautiful amazingness, and maybe go even see some little sea lions. Maybe even go and find some little starfish, you know, those kind of things. And I definitely want to go to Cannon Beach again. It's just amazing. Yes, there's just, my list up there is so long, and it brings me joy though, but at the same time, it's one of those places that even if it's a lot, it also brings me peace. So I'm super excited. And because Miss Riley's going to be there too, I'll have a friend that I can adventure with a lot, and we're going to go see waterfalls, and we're going to go and find hot springs, and it's just going to be super, super nice. Let's see, let me catch up a little bit. Ramona loves Dawn also. I mean, how could you not? She's amazing. She really is. Hope you can enjoy waterfalls in Oregon. Absolutely. I want to go back to Silver Falls State Park. I went there last time and it was amazing, but again, I want to do a better video, and I just want to see them again. In like an 8-mile loop, you can see like 12 waterfalls or something like that. It's insane, and they're not small waterfalls. I think that's what really won me over to Oregon, was somebody was like, hey, you should go here. And I went, and within like 2 miles, I'd seen 3 waterfalls that were like the biggest things I've ever seen. And I was just like, somebody just pulled in behind me. They're going to be very frustrated too, because we've been here for a minute, like 20 minutes before I talked to you guys, 15 minutes on the live. So we're looking at 35 minutes of sitting still. Let's see. Do a video of their building. Which building? Oh, my dad's building. I am not going to do a video of all of his details. I'm going to let him show them, but I am going to show some of the progress that's happened in the brief weeks since I've left. Let's see. Coastal air would do well. Absolutely. And Riley, yes, we will be eating right here all of the foods. This is where it shows up on my screen. All of the foods. Waterfalls are breathtaking. Absolutely. And I'm hoping now that I'm starting to get back into movement again. So for anyone who is newer to my channel and doesn't know, whenever I first started out my channel, I was always active all the time. And then like everyone else, I had to kind of sit still for a little bit. And because of that, my health overall kind of shifted. And I'm pretty sure I had before it was and so my lungs have had some damage as a result of that. So I'm trying to get back to where I was kind of before, when I was active all the time. So I've been doing a ton more stuff, and some of it's on camera and some of it's not, but I'm hoping to share a lot more hikes whenever I go up to that area, because I just want to be out exploring. I have so much energy to share with the world, so we need to keep in motion, because that's what brings you back to where you were. And the really messed up my lungs, okay? But that was before it actually had a name, so it is what it is now. But one way or the other, though, I'm hoping to get back into that physical conditioning so that I can show more, and those waterfall hikes are good motivation to do it. So that's my motivating push toward the Pacific Northwest specifically. I think I'm going to scoot up just a little bit, because somebody's like on the edge thing here, and I don't want them to feel stuck. And then we can at least squeeze them up the ramp so that they're not like way on out there. At the same time, this terrifies me, because now if in the unrealistic world that the train falls over, they will now fall on me. Did anybody ever watch that circus movie where the circus train derailed? It's like an old movie, and there was like a man who was dressed in clown makeup the whole time, but he was like a doc, and he was like a fugitive or something like that. It's like a super old movie. It's like Come to the Circus, the Greatest Show on Earth. That one. Super good movie, but I now think about trains falling over for some reason. Weird, right? Let's see. Right? Random things that happen in my life. So let's get a drink, and we'll chit chat a bit. Yes, absolutely. My goal is always to spread the joy, because there's a lot of negative in the world. So we need to just be a little bit kinder to one another. We need to smile more. We need to laugh. And sometimes that means laughing at ourselves because we're silly and we do stupid stuff. And instead of getting like down on ourselves and beating ourselves up, just laugh at yourself and keep it moving. Oh, that's a Sharpie tasting one because it's kind of warm. That is not great, but it's okay. It's okay. Let's see. No hurting, bunny. We need you. Thank you. I'm glad someone needs me. Thank you. Just kidding. Let's see. You're hoping to do van life in August. You've inspired me. Oh, yay! That's exciting. So where are you planning on going first, and what kind of vehicle are you wanting to go into? That is the question. Let's see. You live in Eugene. Where are you headed? The coast. I want to go like kind of all over. I explored last time that I was there. I was in my car and I was tent camping. It was a little weird because certain areas are reacting to different situations in the world, like homelessness, differently. And so sometimes they would view people who were in tents as homeless as opposed to people who were traveling. And so unfortunately that limited me in some of the places that I wanted to go. And so now that I'm in my van, I have more access. And so I'm really hoping to be able to move more freely in the areas that I want to and see more of the state. Last time I was there, I went to Crater Lake. I went to, let's see, Seven Falls, I went to Albany, which was super cool. I was in Portland for a short time because I went by the Dirt office and saw all the wonderful people at the Dirt, which if any of you guys are watching, I love you guys still. I miss you guys. And then I did a little bit of the coast where I went to Astoria, and then I went to Cannon Beach. I went to Tillamook, and that's where everything kind of fell apart. I found out I couldn't stay at one of the campgrounds because I was in a tent as opposed to a van. And then I also was at the Fred Meyer, and there was an unmarked post that I'd parked next to and didn't realize it. I bumped it, and it just threw me completely off. So I moved inward. So I have a lot of exploring left to do up there. Let's see. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see. Trying to catch up. Oh. Let's see. You nearly died in November? Yes. See, that is when. Thank you. When we didn't know. That was me. Yeah, you and me, same boat. Just saying. Not fun. Yes, I want to live. I don't want to feel like that ever again. So, that's probably the most we'll ever talk about it on my channel. But yeah, now everybody knows kind of why I am a little bit more sluggish now than I used to be, and why I'm a little bit more fluffy. But it's fine. How long is my bed? My bed is actually the length of a full mattress. In fact, I purchased a full length mattress, like a full size, and then I just cut it. I was originally going to put possibly an extension on my bed, so if I had a friend who wanted to come, I could just pull it out and then put down an extra seat, because the width of my bed is the width of an actual full-size bed. It doesn't look that big, but it is. But I decided not to and just go with like the narrow bed, but I left the link because I like having a little extra wiggle room. Let's see. I've been all over the place. Absolutely. Where's my favorite place? It's super hard to tell you that because every place becomes my favorite because I get super excited. And I think that when it comes to like a place that is just like, it baffles me and I want to wake up there more, that's a lot. That's how I kind of judge it. So like, there's places in Colorado when I wake up, I feel alive. There's also places that I've been in the Pacific Northwest that I feel like that. I've been around friends in places that just made me love those places because my friends were there also. So it's hard to say, this is my favorite, because there is no favorite. I think that that's the thing about me, is I love to get brain wrinkles. I love to learn new things, see new things. And so it's hard for me to just be like, oh my gosh, I would prefer if I only could go to one place, go there. I would probably go insane. Let's see. The movie you're talking, yes, The Greatest Show on Earth, the original OG circus movie. Yes, I just love that movie, and I still love that movie. Anywhere you go, no one will be depressed. Oh, thank you. That's so kind. I just try to be my regular, normal, everyday self, and I think that that's been the thing that really has pushed me in the right direction. Because if you watch my early videos, guys, which I don't recommend you doing, but if you do and you just like are super bored, you'll notice I'm much more quiet, I'm much more meek. The reason why is because I didn't think the world would want to see all of this craziness. And the more that I kind of sat there and was like, you know what though, if I'm going to do this long term, I gotta just be. And people who are going to go for the journey are going to go for the journey, and otherwise they're going to go over there and be like, oh my god. So yeah, that's why I'm a lot. So I talk with my hands, because this is me in real life. This is me every day. If you meet me on the street, I am going to be like, oh my gosh. So yeah, so thank you. Let's see. I've been trying to see how long the NV versus the Connect. Okay, so they're both very similar in length. The biggest difference is going to be in height. So like, for example, if you look at Lady Bugout's van and my van, hers is about this much taller than mine because hers slopes upward slightly. The newer models are closer to mine because they're more flat. So mine is literally like a box in the back, which is perfect if you're wanting to build out because it's more square and straight. However, the Connect does have more headroom in the older models before they changed that ceiling height. Lengthwise though, they're pretty much the same. Let's see. I've been having so much fun lately, you have no idea. I can't wait to share some of the cool stuff that hasn't made it to the channel yet. You know, despite doing 5 videos a week, I find it very interesting how much stuff it takes me a bit longer to get to, just because I have so much. Every single day I make it a point to do something toward bringing you guys something fun or something that's real that's going on. And so by incorporating each day into like a video, you just don't know it. You literally see every day of my life. You just might not know it's every single day because it comes out 5 days a week instead of 7. And I need that buffer. I need that buffer, guys. That buffer helps me a lot, especially when I don't have signal. So that's why we don't do daily vlogs. Otherwise, I would probably go insane. Train is passing by your house. At least it's passing. Wait a second. Let's do a check. What? Still there. We're now going on 24 minutes on this live. I was here for 20 minutes before the live, and the train hasn't moved. Good times. How long is this train? I can't see either end. I have no idea. I may be here for the rest of the night. I might just go into the back and take a nap. Who knows? Let's see. Your video just give me energy. You're so happy and upbeat. You know what? The thing about it is, there's so much once you give yourself the opportunity to do things in your life that do make you happy. It just really does infuse joy into everything that you do. Even if I'm having a bad day, I think of it like this. If I am in my van and I'm having a bad day, I'll just drive to some place that puts me in a better mood. Yesterday, for example, I wasn't having a bad day. No, it was a good day. Woke up in a drive-in theater. You know, it's wild. With the gutted premiere, we had gone and we'd stayed at the drive-in, and then we woke up and we were like, what do we want to do that brings us joy today? And we had found this park in the Kansas City area, which you'll see on a video, and you'll understand why I say this, what I'm saying right now. Beautiful, amazing, quiet, peaceful. It's hard to not be happy when you have those things around you. And so if you're having one of those days where you wake up and you're just like, nah, having access to being a nomad can change the way that you view those things. And so if you allow yourself to not stew in it and sit with it and be stuck in it, you can make your day better. And so a lot of times when you guys see me, you probably think, oh, you're only showing the best parts of your life because it's curated. And yeah, sometimes that is the case. It's a curated version, but this is me all the time. It's very rare that you'll see me absolutely like, I hate life. I am upset. I am angry. It takes a lot. And I think that the average person, because they're in an environment that they allow themselves to sit in instead of to expand upon, that's why a lot of the frustration comes in. So for me personally, I have removed so much of that by being a nomad, because I can pick up and be like, okay, today is raining. This is not pleasant. I don't want to be here. I'm going to go get a coffee, or I'm going to go to an attraction that's an indoor attraction, or I'm just going to drive to some place that's not like this and feel better. Or if it's a day where I just have like everything goes wrong, because believe it or not, guys, everything does go wrong sometimes and it is not fun, but I take a moment, because I've had that to learn from myself. I can now take a moment and go, okay, it's a bad day, but it's not a bad life. And I'm still fortunate that I'm having a bad day, because some people don't have life. And so I will walk away and detach myself from that, and I can come back and focus on it whenever I think I can handle it. So I'll just kind of do, and then I'll be like, let's distract myself with something I enjoy doing. And that's what brings joy to me. And so whenever you guys see all of the woohoo, I'm glad that it gives you guys energy. I'm hoping that it inspires you guys to see that it is possible to do all of these cool things. Anyone can do it. You just have to find the way to make it work for you. Let's see. Do you know why it's stuck? Absolutely not. I saw a guy. He was here, and he went up to the little thing, and then he walked away again. So I don't know. He was on the opposite side, so I couldn't tell. How to start a channel. You were wanting to know how to start a channel. The best thing I can tell you if you're wanting to start a channel is come up with what you want to do. Find something that you enjoy, something you're passionate about, something that you might have an expertise at, something you just want to talk about, something that you have lots of willpower to do, because once you're there, you're there. And then just go on to YouTube and make sure that the name that you want is not taken. It sounds silly, it sounds trivial, but make sure the name that you envision yourself, because you get to set who you are on YouTube whenever you first start out. So find something that makes you happy, that brings you joy, that you think is searchable. My name is not so searchable. It took me a long time to figure out that Bunny Plays Here, while a super clever name, usually probably makes people think I'm a video gamer, and I'm so not. So I play one game and that's it. But do that, and then after you have established your name and after you figured out what you want to do, then just sit down with your cell phone or a camera if you already have one. Don't go out and buy everything in the world just because you want to do YouTube. Start off with what you have so you can get acclimated and get comfortable with what you're doing, and then just create some videos. They don't have to be great. Look at mine. They are not great at the beginning. They are not great at all. And then just find whatever software you feel comfortable editing on. If you want to shoot straight off of your cell phone onto video, that's fine too. There's people who do that all the time. But I suggest finding a free software to start with so you're not out the money again. Because if this is something that you want to do, but then you get into it and you're like, meh, don't invest the money until you know it's what you want. So like you can start out with iMovie. There's a few other ones that are available. I started out with iMovie because it was available on my phone already. And so start there, just put together some little videos and upload them for your own joy. That's it. That's all you have to do YouTube. Then you can start looking at, as you become more comfortable, then start looking at the strategies and things like that as to how you want to like have it seen by people, using tags, how to use a clever thumbnail, how to do the titles and stuff like that. I, for the first 2 years, had no idea what I was doing with that. And because YouTube was in a different stage than it is now, I had some success and some people decided they wanted to follow me, and that was super cool. And a lot of people think that as a channel grows that it isn't exciting whenever you hit milestones. It is still exciting to know that you guys want to be here. Like, I am geeked out to know that you guys are here right now. Let's see. Okay, so you're wanting to start car camping and traveling. Don't be scared. If you're wanting to start, my best advice for that is take your car, take it to a state park where they have amenities, where you're not in the middle of nothing by yourself, where you can be comfortable, where you can feel safe because there's park rangers, and where you don't have to go without. And start there. Just do it like for one night or maybe 2 nights, and then see if it's for you. Take your little, whatever you have in your house, whether it's like a little, if you already have like a little lunchbox thing where you can just put your warm meal in it and just take it with you and go one night. If not, then just go pick up some like sandwiches or something. Take it out. See how you feel whenever you're sitting there by yourself. And if you're comfortable with it after one night, then try it another night. And just try it again until you feel completely comfortable and confident. Oh, the train is moving, guys. The train is moving. I'm not going to get too excited yet, though, because it has not moved far. Now, what I am going to do, because we are sitting here chit-chatting, I am going to, after the train goes past, I'm going to go ahead and drive through it. You guys are going to see me like this, and then I'm going to pull off so I can finish our conversation because I'm enjoying myself too much. But that's what I would do. I would never start off by being like, oh my gosh, we have to go and do everything. Just like with the YouTube channel. It's about to get sunny again, guys. With the YouTube channel, I don't ever encourage people to go put themselves in debt for something that they might like. If you want to invest in it after you know you like it, that is a different story altogether. But a lot of people, I think, they go on a whim of, oh, this looks fun. And then they get into something and they're like, I don't really like it. And then they're out the expense of it. And nobody should have to do that. Let's see. What kind of software do I use? I currently am using Final Cut Pro for my video editing. I use it for a variety of different things. I like it because it's super simple for me to use because I did start out with iMovie. The principles in iMovie translate well into Final Cut. So if you started out in iMovie and then you move over to Final Cut, it's basically like the deluxe version of that. So you already kind of have the basics. Plus, if you're on a Mac, they have shortcut keys. The shortcut keys are the same for both those things. For music, I use Epidemic Sound. I know a lot of people really like the music that I use. That's one of my favorite things. There's that sun. I told you it was coming. For the music, I really do enjoy finding good music and like really just listening to the music, because music is the thing that always has spoken to me personally. And so that's part of what like makes my process fun for me, is just like sitting and vibing to music before I get to edit. So yeah, Epidemic Sound, it is a paid subscription service, but you do buy the copyright for your music that way, so you can use it without getting like a copyright strike on YouTube, which is a big deal because, you know, that's not fun. And for my thumbnails, I use Photoshop because I've always used Photoshop. I used to work in newsprint. We used it. I like it. I use it for all of my books that I design and things like that. So Photoshop. Let's see. I can't imagine any other bunny plays here. Well, thank you. Like I said, if you want to go see a slightly toned down version of me, like a less caffeinated version of me, you can go watch some of my earlier videos where I'm like, hi guys. Except for I wasn't even saying hi guys, I don't think. I think I wasn't hey adventurers. I just hey adventures. That was it. It was like real mellow. I found your channel. Oh sweet. No builds. Yes. So since I have done that, oh my gosh, Julie. You just made my train stop so much better. You are awesome. Thank you, because I just burned like $25 in gas just sitting waiting on the train. What does my shirt say? So this is one that I don't have on my shop yet. It says travel in sign language. I firmly believe that everyone should have access to travel and feeling like they are included and not feel as though they are not cared about. And whenever I was young, I learned how to do minimal sign language, and I did it as a part of something that my mom was doing for school. She used to be a special education educator, and she went to a class so that she could learn some basic things as well, and I went with her, and I learned a few things, not anything too crazy, but in my adult years, I have been so happy and so thankful that I did that, because there have been a few instances, very few, but a few, where it has helped me to be able to communicate with someone who otherwise was not able to communicate with me because they could not hear me. And you know, one of the things that I have learned, we're about to move, so don't think I'm not paying attention to you guys. One of the things that I have learned in time is that the worst feeling on earth is to feel like you are in a room with a whole bunch of people and you are not included. And I never want anybody to come to my channel and not feel as though they can be there in that moment with all of us. I want everyone to feel welcome on my channel. And that's why I don't allow bullies and hate comments on my channel. I censor out curse words from the comments because I don't want people to be disrespectful to one another, things like that. But that also goes a little bit further. And again, I'm about to pull off, so I'm just gonna focus forward and talk to you guys. But I want it to go a little bit further, and whenever I'm walking around, because I do wear my shirts so often, I want people to also know that they are included by visually seeing me walk and accept. And I think that that's important. So yeah, that's the sign language on my shirt right there. It just says travel, and I will be putting that on my shop at a later time. I just haven't yet, but I want to do a series of these with the sign language so that people can have something that's kind of unique and different and start a conversation with someone who might be feeling like they aren't as accepted as a result of something that is beyond their control. So let's see, I think I found a spot we can pull off, guys. Maybe not. This might just be a road. Oh no! Oh no!
Head south on Route YY toward County Road 284.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen in my life today. So yeah, I think that that's one of the things that is important about what I do. It's not necessarily always that I need to get 4,000
Continue
million.
for 8 miles.
She's gonna just talk to me. It's not necessarily that I need to get 4 million clicks on a video or anything like that. It's that I want people who are underrepresented, small communities, and people who might not necessarily be always seen, to be seen, to feel loved, and then also for people to feel like they have all these options as to where they can go despite their budgets. When I started out, my goal was to share affordable adventures. That's it. It wasn't so much to share my van life or my journey, because I didn't have a van. It was to show people that you can have a budget that's huge or a budget that's little, and you could still have an adventure, and it didn't matter who you were or where you were from. There's always something in your backyard. So that's why I go to a lot of smaller places that might not be as seen. In fact, I have a couple of them, oh my gosh, guys, that are coming up you're gonna love. Just small hole-in-the-wall places that were huge in impact whenever I made it there. I was just like, wow, this is not real. Like, this is crazy that this even exists. And it challenges me to get outside of my box too and find cool things to show you guys, because then it makes me see all of these amazing things that are in our world that I want to share so that other people will know that they're there. And so it's really fun. Looking for a place, do. And don't worry, it's a long straight road with no traffic around. If I could just find one pull off that doesn't have like just a stop sign, that would be amazing. But normally, you know, that's a parking lot, and I'm in rural nowhere. I'll catch up on the comments in just a second when I can look back at my phone. But until then, I'll just babble at you guys for just a couple more minutes. Yeah, so those are kind of the principles of my channel for anyone who is new to the chat today. For those who have stuck around and been around, you already kind of have seen that. But for anyone who's kind of been curious as to why I do some of the things I do, I know a lot of people have said, why don't you just show your van? No, not going to do that. My goal was never, again, to be just a van channel. I love that it gives accessibility to people and the idea of how I make it happen, and that's why I love to share those videos. But my goal has always been more so to inspire others to see things and to do things and believe in themselves, because we gotta have some girl power moments. And I'm not excluding you guys out there. You can have guy powers, but girl power. That's also why I love to be around the people that I am around. So when you see people who pop up on my channel, know that they are like-minded, they are accepting, they are happy, they have a wonderful story to them. They are people who I identify with because of either our backgrounds or the place that we've come to at that particular section in life. And it's just fabulous. And that's why I want everyone, again, to feel loved, accepted, seen, things like that, because it's really important to me to be a person who leads by example when it comes to kindness. I think that that's very much so something the world needs more of, and I have plenty of it to give, so why not? Nope. And believe it or not, guys, this is literally how I have conversations with myself while we're driving down the road too, when you're not here. I know, it's weird. I see a big long comment. I will see it just right there. We'll check it out. We'll read it in a second. We just got to get to a pull-off. Why are there so many fields? You would think that we're in, oh no, Kansas. Oh wait, we are. That's why. In all real talk though, a lot of people who down Kansas and say there's nothing here, there's so many cool things here. I have had such a blast. I found a really cool, like, Midwestern cheese factory in Alma. I went underground to the salt mines and saw the coolest thing ever. There is a place that I just was at that was on the Kansas side of Kansas City that was probably one of the best parks I've been to in a very long time, like, realistically. And then this morning I woke up in a free campsite on a lake that was absolutely wonderful. And you know, I hear lots of people who are like, I hate Nebraska, I hate Kansas, because they're just flat and they haven't really explored them. But both of them have always treated me extremely well. Yes, there are long stretches of road where there are lots of stretches of flatness, but at the same time, again, it's not about staying on that main road. It's about getting off the main road and seeing what's beyond.
Welcome to Kansas.
Oh, I'm officially in Kansas now. Woohoo! I guess I was still teetering the line at that place back there. But yeah, I think that that's what's great. I've been in Kansas this morning, Missouri today, and Kansas again. So we're working our way to Oklahoma. And in Oklahoma, I have something crazy planned. I'm hoping tomorrow. We'll see what the weather's like though. It's definitely going to be a bit different than most of my content. It's something that has fascinated me wildly, and it may not be for everybody, but I am just so drawn into this particular story, and I cannot wait to share it with you guys. And it'll take a couple weeks to get there, but it'll be good.